Yeah, good. Like you say, we had a really good show at Ice London. A lot of the conversations we had there in prep for Ice North America, and we'd like to say we're moving forward very swiftly now with New Orleans. Yeah, I think it's very key. Partnerships form the backbone, I suppose, to any show, and we identified a number of associations and a number of partners within the region of Louisiana and certainly around the Southern Gaming Summit, which is a show run by the Mississippi Hospitality and Gaming Association, and identified other key associations out there that we're working with closely at the moment to bring their reputation to the market, to our show, and also bring attendance to the show as well from that point of view. Because I think local attendance is very important as well as that international attendance as well. So. Look, I think being honest, it's a mix. But generally they're very interested in what we're trying to achieve. Last year was obviously an online and sports betting event. This year we're moving very much towards the land-based and hospitality tech side, still incorporating the sports betting and online. So it's a larger show in terms of coverage and verticals that we're going after. But I think they're certainly excited about what we're trying to achieve and try and bring to the North American market. I think what we've certainly looked at and identified is that there's certainly a convergence between the land-based and online market. Certainly what's been going on in sports betting, which is very heavy in the US, and that land-based sector, which are starting to implement certainly a lot of the sports books within their operations. And so we're recognising that, as well as that new verticals such as esports, which are closely being monitored by those land-based sectors and hospitality sectors, and how that non-gaming revenue and gaming revenue is changing and shifting slightly. So we've done a lot of research with the market, and this is why we've come up with this idea in terms of Ice North America being the one event for all to attend. Yeah, we put a lot of emphasis on content, certainly from the agenda point of view, and we think that's quite key. I think from our research, the North American market we identified as very much about learning at the moment, and we wanted to actually provide that content to that market. And we thought, well, as the market is maturing, as the market's growing up, that content is very valuable. So we want to provide that as a free to attend event. So that's not saying the content's going to diminish in any way. We're still holding our KPIs and our levels up quite high. So, but I think what you'll see is a very good number of speakers on board that will be able to mix with those within the room as well on the show floor. So it's quite exciting. It's a new model we're doing for North America, but we're very excited about it. It's been quite well received by the industry. Yeah, so there's a number of things. Certainly on the show floor, the American Gaming Awards, we've partnered with gambling.com to bring their awards, which they've run now for the second year. This will be our second year. Bring it to the show floor to add a bit of more networking, like you discussed, to the show, which I think is important to not just be about content and just about walking around the show floor, but actually getting to know people through various networking like that, like the awards, like the pitch ice, because we want to recognise and sort of bring what you get at London to North America as well, and start that process. So pitch ice is very important for us throughout all our brands, but certainly in North America, as the certainly online sector is starting to develop more and more, we're going to see more and more pitches come out and some innovations that come out, which is quite key, I think. So so a lot of that is taking place at the moment. We're also doing a lot outside of that, the show floor as well, which will be an exciting part, because New Orleans is very much party town, party city. So we want to make sure that's replicated across our brand. We put in quite a number of things on pre-show. So there's tours going on around New Orleans, which is quite famous, which is what New Orleans is called. And one thing New Orleans is quite famous for. We're doing pre-show networking at Pateau's, which is one of the famous bars in the French district in New Orleans, where you can try the infamous hurricane cocktails. And we're also doing Mardi Gras opening night sponsor as well, which is going to be quite a big aspect for us, with the usual jazz band and opportunity to see all the floats that are actually built in the Mardi Gras area. Enthusiasm has been good. Like I said, London was our pinch point where we identified a number of companies that we wanted to have those conversations with. Obviously, with London, there's a lot of focus on that from those exhibitors. But since then, we've seen certainly an increase in revenue, and as well as people booking on. So that floor plan has been updated regularly, and will be live on the site very shortly as well. So we're seeing quite a lot of number of people. New people coming on board that we haven't probably experienced before, which is great. It shows that our marketing is working to an extent, so it's good. So we identified that these brand ambassadors are very important for ICE North America. One is Rory Credland, who's our brand ambassador for the operator side, if you like. He's based in Vegas, and he's working very closely with the operators in and around North America to try and bring them to the show. Tom Neiman, who works for Apollo Gaming, is essentially one of our ambassadors on the supplier side. So he's working very closely with the land-based sector specifically to, I suppose, act as another voice for us, but also help educate them in terms of how ICE North America has changed somewhat from last year, but also how it's the vision for what we're trying to achieve for the next 3 or 4 years. You literally go on the website, go through either contact myself or my head of sales, Tom McCormick, but essentially go through the website and download a form or inquire through an email campaign, and we'll pick it up, or call me direct.